Alrighty, section 4 in CIT 48A IT Fundamentals Plus, and we're approaching that halfway point of the semester, which means this week you have a midterm. So, content this week really relevant, but a little dated. I can see some things that's come, but there's most of it, like 95% of it, is still relevant, and it's all about the hardware, the storage, the displays, common hardware, and understanding those. So, really good content and helping to understand that. And the exam, after the exam you have for this section, is the midterm, which is a really good way to see how well you're retaining this information. Okay, so just know that that's on task. And at this point in the RL, in the real world, I've seen all the videos that you produce. Great job. I've looked at all the outlines that have been submitted and given you feedback. And so where we're at now is you're getting ready to submit your rough draft. Actually, by now, by the time you got here, you've done that part. But here's what I want you to know. What I will do is actually, besides read through it and look at it and give you feedback about any content or anything else, I run it through turnitin.com so that you and I know a percentage of that. Okay, so and I will post those when I post the final essay, or actually I'll probably do it on the draft, but you've probably already seen it by now, but you may ask me about it. But anyway, I just want you to know that's heading at you. One really interesting thing happened today. I've noticed that various students have posted resources that they listen to. Like there was one, a darker one. I can't remember the last name of it. I listen to what's called Floss Weekly or Security Now. And one topic that was on This Week in Google that I watched, that they cover all kinds of things, not just Google, but they were talking about John Deere and how there was a hacker convention recently, and whoever was on the stage actually showed how to get into the tractors. And if you know anything about this subject, you know that John Deere locks down those tractors heavily. So it was really interesting discussion. So if you want to, I can give you the link for that. Let me know if you're interested, but if you could just search This Week in Google, and it was in this particular week. Maybe I will just give a link in that case. But the most important thing I have to talk to you about today is the exam itself, that many of you said coming in, this is kind of the first step along several exam certifications that you hope to get. So we got the process at least drafted. So let's take a look. What I did is I loaded it up here. Oh, looks like there's two of them. I'll make sure I fix that. I think it's the second one. Um, it's the first one, of course. I guess I had done it twice. I didn't realize that. So I'll remove the other one. So what this is here's the steps you're going to take. The first one you're already doing is take this course, and then you'll sign up at this site and to take the free course as a review. So it's a review to prep for the exam. And then students for Fresno City College will get a discount from CompTIA. We're not sure how this works yet. What we think is around 40%. I'll have more details. And then finally, you'll take the exam. And we're working on locations, more to come on this. Okay. So I just wanted you to know that at least we have a draft of what this looks like as far as next steps. And this one you can do. I would wait till the end, right? I'd wait till the end to go through this. That way, once you've gotten through both the midterm and the final, because the midterm will cover topics that we've covered so far, and the final, of course, cover them all. Okay. All right. So take a look at that. Again, I've placed it up. I'll go ahead and get rid of this second one. Let you see how this stuff gets done. But where we're at is on section 4, right? The hardware part. And so I do like rolling things up so I can kind of focus. The one interesting thing about the way this week is formatted a little bit. And we're not talking about security nonprofits, right? That's the great discussion. And by the way, if you don't post by Wednesday, because I use that as attendance, you will see setting in your grade and an attendance like for this would be week 4. So if you don't post by Wednesday, I count you as not here. So just know that's the way that works, as another incentive to get that done. Okay, so here's the PDF for the hardware. Here's this is the one I want to show you because there's a repeat here that can be kind of a little confusing. Like this one has a layout of all the videos and all the quizzes for this particular, not all of them in the section, but in this particular computer hardware section. So you can either look through here and take them, or as I did when I was looking at them, I just went through and took them here. But I just want you to know there's a duplicate. So you might think it's more quizzes listed up in here than down here. It's not, it's just a duplicate. And then there's the exam covering all them. And then there's that midterm exam as well. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that so you have that in your brain. And then in this case, the last thing you need to do this week, which is, this is a fairly heavy week. And, you know, again, the more you're working ahead, the better it's going to be. So in this case, right, here's your final exam PDF form. Make sure you follow the, that the formatting we've been talking about so far, and know that I do run these three things through turnitin.com. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's all I had for this week. I know that's quite a bit, but there's a lot going on this week. So it's been a pleasure to read all your writing and interface with you. One thing I have to say I'm a little bummed about that it hasn't gotten done yet is having the IT security for Fresno City College on Discord yet. I have it for my web developer students, as I've said before, and it just, hopefully, you know, if you will be taking, I'm guessing, other courses in here. And even if not, even if it's in the next couple of weeks we get this set up, I will still invite you, because even if maybe this class will be over, you still would want to keep connected to the community. That's a really important part of any major, any profession that you're in. You want to have a way to connect with folks. Okay. All right. Week 4, almost halfway through. I'll talk to you soon.